Yeah. Aww. Chill. Serenade. Dan F. Man. Scrap Jones, what up? Leroy Boo. Baggins. This is 3B. ENT. You and I. Riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime.
Fresh pair of Ray-Bans, mommy love me, love her. She know what I doin'. I'm trying to get this money, trying to stack, trying to do it. I kick it to the max like Nike, what you doing? You know already gave it wintertime, so the summer, huh? She know what I'm talking about, I'm dipping in the Rover, huh? Like she don't know these tricks is for kids. I'm outside romancing, trying to hop in the Benz. Call my old head Mike, trying to hop in the 10. What they talking about? Them trying to follow us then. I mean, I could lock the club down, I could pop bottles, I could buy you diamonds, ropes, and see your ass tomorrow. My baby mother, she don't even start of that, thought of that. I'm outside at the club trying to gargle this. What she talking about? Summertime in the QC, huh? She know what the game about. I'm trying to hit a 3, huh?
You and I, riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime. Riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face.
First things first, I freaks all the honeys, bunnies, playboy bunnies that's doing numbers. Cause I'm stacking this cash, I'm getting hundreds. It's a damn shame, it's changed the whole world looking funny. Cause I'm coming up fast, I'm in a hurry. I got this life under control, I do not worry. I may have a side piece, but to my dreams I am married. I do not deal with old baggage, I do not carry myself like I'm less than a king. So like a king, you better know if die for my queen. I put my life on the line, hell yeah, I make a scene. Rolling in the range, me and mother looking clean. Me and my girl, we on the scene. I told her, me and you gon' ride though. So open up that side door, the spot we gon' slide through. This block party, ain't nobody fucking with my crew. I ain't studying no broad, me and my girl, we gon' cruise down the boulevard.
You and I, riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen City right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime. Riding down Brookshire Avenue in the summertime. I can't lie, when I ride uptown, I feel so alive. The Queen right here by my side, and it's so divine. Top back with the sun rays on my face in the summertime. Hey, welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. You know what time it is. We're going to go ahead and get this motivation in for y'all for the start of the day. I got to send out these invites, get everybody in here who's supposed to be in here or who want to be in here real quick. So let me do that. I'm going to get y'all some motivation, and then we'll go from there. You and I. Y'all can leave the door open. Hey, I don't want to have to come out there. I don't want to have to come out there. I don't want to have to come out there, yeah. I don't want to have to come out there. I don't want to have to come out there and disappoint. I don't want to have to come out there. I don't want to have to come out there and disappoint.
Tired don't mean nothing. Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
I'm going to beat you. I'm going to let you know I beat you. I'm going to want you to reconsider your professional life choice.
My father who raised me, his thing was, son, you may not be the best, but leave everything on the floor. You put 120%. I'm just asking you to do 120. Like every day when you come in, 120.
You gotta want it so bad. You gotta give all of yourself to get it. You gotta be obsessive.
Because I didn't grow up with things being handed to me. I had to work hard, I had to dedicate myself, and I had to be determined, and I was.
The bottom line is that if you're talking about beating everybody else on the planet to a thing, what you're actually talking about is what are you prepared to sacrifice psychologically, physically, existentially, relationally, socially, in terms of your self-esteem, your confidence, everything, right? All of that.
That pain you feel, that's a payment of success. You must be willing to shoulder that pain to get success. Success is something that's a very lonely path in this world. Because few are willing to make that down payment of pain for that futurement of success, a better life. Very few are.
So if you want to be the top, you gotta move different.
There wasn't a lot of smiley faces with me out there. There wasn't a lot of smiley faces with Michael Jordan. There weren't a lot of smiley faces with Kobe Bryant. There weren't a lot of smiley faces with Tiger Woods. Even when I watch sports today and see these guys on the range, like they're all buddies, and I'm like, that's not the killer instinct. That's just not. I don't think Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson were trying to be friends with anybody. I think they were going out there on a mission. And if there was someone in their way, they had to crush them.
There's never any doubts in my mind because I'm the best in the world. Even though a lot of you don't like to hear it, it's fact, I'm the best. You know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to believe it myself, but it's the truth. I'm the best.
You can love me. You can hate me. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win.
At the end of the day, even Alexander, one of his famous quotes is, I have met the enemy, it is I, right? And although that is one element of an enemy, that's great, we need that. Michael had it, Brady had it, Kobe had it, but there's a crazy psychologically, you can call it, psycho-competitor that they're constantly in the search of recruiting their next enemy. It's like, life is boring if I don't have my next target. I'm almost, bad for myself if I don't have the next target, the next enemy. And if I choose it the right way, then I'm able to bring out a side of me I've never seen before.
Success is the only revenge. As you expand, they shrink into irrelevance. As you get louder, no one can hear them. You don't beat them, you cast a shadow so big, no one can see them to begin with.
And that's what it comes down to, like, what are you willing to sacrifice at the end of the day? People don't understand the level of sacrifice it's gonna take. And there's been moments where I realize that I compete because I wanna win. I love winning. I love being the best in the world. I've sat many times trying to find the balance of what I want within all this. If I was losing, I wouldn't be competing. I'm here to win.
It is hard. It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard when you're on your way to practice, weighed down with all your gear, and it's 90 degrees out and all the other kids are at the pool or at the beach. No matter who you are, there are bumps and hits and bruises along the way. And my advice is to prepare yourself, because success and achievement come from overcoming adversity.
When the rest of the world says no to you, you say yes to yourself. You say yes, I believe. You say yes, I can do it. You say yes, nothing can stop me.
If you want to be a great player, if you play every single day, 2-3 hours,
every single day over the course of a year, how much better are you getting?
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base
Hold
44.
on, we're gonna listen to this
Guys.
a little bit more.
Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Most kids will play maybe, an hour and a half, 2 days a week. It's not gonna get it done.
You have to be obsessive. You have to be obsessive. You have to be addicted. You have to be disciplined. The key there is you. Everyone else is looking for other individuals to do stuff for you. Stop looking for fucking help from everybody else. Okay? It starts and it ends with you. Your identity starts and ends with you.
Every day's an opportunity based on your choices on how you look at things, the choices you make every day. That is what you are in the mirror today.
From the captain to the cashier, there is more in you. Stay-at-home father, stay-at-home mother, lawyer, doctor, hygienist, author. I don't know who you are, where you're from, but there's more in you.
That becomes a part of who you are. That changes how you think. That changes how you move. That changes how you behave. If you could become an executor, if you could execute, I'm talking about learn it. I'm talking about put it deep within, not you hear it.
You have to realize that there's always work to do, and you want to be the hardest working person in whatever you do, and you'll put yourself in position to be successful.
Muhammad Ali said, suffer now and live the rest of your life a champion, because he knew that the training wasn't killing him. The training was making him. It was forging him in fire.
I got to trust that nothing out there can stop who I am inside. You got to stand on your faith. You got to stand on your strength. You got to stand on who you are. I will rise again and I will push. I will be the victorious one. I will conquer.
Listen to me, if you work for it, if you're willing to put in that sweat, that blood, and those tears, baby, I'm telling you, you can have what you want, be what you want, do what you want. Are you hearing me? Don't give up, don't give in. You hang in there, you hang in there, because if you quit right now, you ain't gonna never see it. You ain't gonna never get it, but if you hold on, baby, but if you hold on, everything you dreamed of, everything you envisioned, everything you worked for, it's coming. If you work hard, you can't have it. It ain't nothing you can't have. You deserve it. It ain't nothing you can't have if you're willing to work for it.
Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, how much more can you take? What tried to kill you only made you stronger.
So what are you waiting for?
Y'all heard him. What y'all waiting for? Come on, let's get this work in for the day, y'all. So it's fun fact. It's Fun Fact Friday. Hold on. All right, let me do that later. So it's Fun Fact Friday. And today, let me make sure I got this thing down pat the right way. Reload. All right, dashboard. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what I was thinking. All right, so we talking about what's next on today's episode. And I got to send out one more invite, too. So what I mean is just what it sounds like. Now, we could talk about what's next for me later. We ain't going to necessarily just talk about what's next for me. We're going to talk about what's next in the general population of the world and of people out here at this point. Now, we all know about the AI stuff, and we've been rocking this social media thing for a good little minute. So what could possibly be after that? Well, I have some ideas, and we're going to watch some videos and stuff like that too as well. I have some ideas on what I think is coming next. So if I have to say one thing, it would be a more personalized experience here. Now, I know it's always happy-go-lucky and jolly with me, but I feel like that's what you should highlight. You should highlight some of those positives as a option to block out some of those negatives that you don't necessarily want to happen. And because when those things happen, you know what I'm saying? You know how you feel. So as far as the personalized experience I see for each and every last one of us, we already have TVs in our home. You got a mobile device in your pocket. You got everything. We got everything, so to speak, that we didn't have when some of us were younger. Some of us are growing up with it. Now, how can you go deeper than that? Well, knowledge is where it's at. Now, imagine everybody's responsible for teaching themselves, right? What would you learn? Would it be so easy to just kind of sit back and do nothing or be a part of something when everyone is learning from themselves and nobody don't want to share with you because they got to get it for themselves? We kind of right there on that. Think about it. You can sign up for Twitch. You can sign up for YouTube. Every one of these places for the free. Now, could that generate you money every single time you do something? Nah, it don't necessarily work that way. Hold on. Thank you so much. Hey, just popping in to say, hey, that's my girl. Thank you so much for dropping in. When it stopped glitching and stuff, then hold on, because my alert box is causing it to glitch up and stuff. But I really appreciate you dropping in. Thank you. Hope you get to hear a good couple words for you leave up out of here, girl. You know what I'm saying? But so the personalized experience that we've been getting as far as our devices and the things that we use every day, that's the easy part. That part is a given. But if you had to teach yourself, would you be able to use that same equipment, same everything to actually learn something? And that's just me being as basic as I could give it to you, because you can sign up for all of these sites, all of these places, everything for free. You ain't gotta go and pay $200 to sign up for YouTube. Imagine you had to pay $200 to sign up for. Hey, what up, Germ? Good to see you out there. That's my guy. So imagine you had to pay $200 to sign up for YouTube. You'd be tripping. You'd be like, what? $200? I'm gonna give you $200. But the product speaks for itself. Literally, when you get on YouTube, you can watch and learn anything that you want to. Tell me I'm lying. You can watch and learn anything you want to. You can learn how to fix your car, your house, your job, your life, your marriage. You can learn how to do all of that from YouTube. So $200 base price might be what they charging, you know? But instead, they charge nothing. You can sign up and you can put your own stuff on YouTube. You can put your own stuff on Twitch. You can put your own stuff on Kick and TikTok and do all of these things. Now, how is that beneficial in any kind of way? Well, you got to look at it from the top down. We can no longer begin to look at things from an outside-in perspective. We have to look at it as an inside-out perspective. Now, what do I mean by that? From the inside, you the greatest. You heard the motivation. You the greatest. You understand me? You did it the best. First, second, whenever you did it the best, and you gonna do it the best, and ain't nobody can never be like you. So that's the inside. Now, when that inside falters, feels a little bit like you ain't gonna make it and you not the best, then that's when things can get a little bit shaky and you start to look outward. Well, we all started looking outward for a long time, and we just, generally follow what we see on the outside. Well, the personalized experience, we gonna roll that back a little bit, and we about to get into our first little video. Now, if you over there on the Dan F. Man page and it's glitching for you, I'm sorry. We doing this thing as best we can. You can always hop over. It's a shared chat anyway. The stream is exactly the same. You can always hop over to the DGTA channel, and I think it's probably running smoother. Anyway, so we're going to get into our first video after I say this. So imagine you can create your life for yourself totally now. There are a number of ways that you can start small and finish great, like household projects. This is my favorite, household projects. If you can get some of them under your belt, your house will be looking just like you want it. Whether it be painting, fixing the door, hanging up lights, whatever it is. If you can get in there and do that, then you good. That's the personalized experience right there, instead of calling somebody. So what's next for everything? Let's see. We're going to look at a couple of things I know about. You can go. What you waiting on? Ain't nobody in there. Knock on the door. Go ahead. That's my girl. All right. So look, I know for a fact that you can go and rent a car. You can rent a house. You can get a house. What else? Car, house. You can hire people. You can do all these things a lot easier, or a lot, I don't know what to call it, but you could do that a lot differently, a lot more different. My words are mixing me up. Things are changing. Future of, you can order a ride. Let's see what's up. Let's see what they got coming up next. Hold on, wait. I got it. I don't want to be too specific. There you go. And I don't want to see no house buying tips.
Sometimes balance feels impossible. When your hands are full, the right kind of borrowing can lighten the load and get you back on track.
Would be pretty interesting for everybody
Upstart.
who in this
Money
situation
for the moments
right
that
now.
matter.
Meet Beautiful AI, a faster way to build presentations for work that
They're my people. All right, let's go, y'all.
Than ever are going to be able to buy a house in their lifetime, and at the same fewer young people than ever are going to be able to buy a house in their lifetime, and at the same time, homes are getting more expensive every year. But if nobody can afford to buy a house, then how the fuck do they keep getting more expensive?
So the idea of being able to save a 20% down payment is almost unimaginable.
Yeah, rent gets raised, 1,000% with no notice, and
A family home should be the bedrock of your financial life. It gives you somewhere to live while building up equity in a place that you can one day call your own. Owning a home with a 30-year mortgage is cheaper out of pocket every month in most cities than renting. So if you can buy your own home, you will be richer now and richer in the future. You already know this, but if you're in the 75% of my audience that doesn't own a home, it's probably because you can't afford one. According to a report by Redfin, only 21% of homes that went on sale in 2022 were considered affordable. That's down from 60% of homes that went on sale in 2021. That means in just 1 year, 2/3 of all affordable housing became too expensive for the average American. The team conducting this survey concluded that housing affordability is at its lowest point in history. But what's the endgame here? If people can't afford a home, then house prices can't go up anymore, right? Wrong. I don't want to make another one of those stupid finfluencer videos about how the housing market is going to crash in 3.5 days, but there are 3 reasons why it could get a lot worse before it gets better. The first reason is that houses do not need to be affordable for you to buy one. If you think that can't make sense, there is an entire industry working to make it true. You don't save money to buy a house. You save money for a down payment.
The housing costs are completely out of line with wages.
Wages have not kept up with house prices, but a 20% down payment only grows at 1/5 the rate in absolute terms, so people are still able to get into the market. According to Zillow, the average home sold in America in 2020 traded for $230,000. At the start of 2023, the average home price was $330,000, a jump of $100,000 in less than 3 years. According to Forbes, the average American makes a salary of $59,000 before tax. After federal tax and FICA, that leaves them with a take-home of $49,000. If this average person saved a ridiculous 70% of their take-home pay to buy a house, they would be just as far away from their goal after 3 years because the price of the average house grew just as fast as their savings. The average home earns as much as the average person. But most people only save for a down payment, so 70% becomes 14% or 7% if it's a dual-income household where the other partner also earns the average salary. That's still a
Hey, we gotta get this money out here. We gotta do it together. You feel me?
savings commitment when 57% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 payment without taking on debt. 14% of your take-home pay should be more manageable than 70%. But remember, this is only how much you would need to save just to keep up with price increases. This doesn't actually get you any closer to your goal of buying a home. Lenders and banks with a vested interest in real estate assets across the country know that it is still hard for most families who also need to pay for food, rent, and other essentials that are outpacing wages. So they have moved the goalposts. A report by the National Association of Realtors found that the average down payment for a first-time homebuyer was just 7%, and the average down payment for a repeat purchaser that has had time to build equity in their previous home was only 17%. If you only need to put a tiny deposit down, house prices can increase to many multiples of your income before it becomes impossible to buy a house. If you only need to save for a 7% down payment, then just a 10% savings rate over 3 years from an average wage would get you into an average house. You would be more disciplined than the average American, but it's not impossible with some sacrifice. If that's still too hard for you, then Zillow recently announced that they would be trialing a 1% down payment loan product to help people that couldn't save any money make the biggest financial commitment of their lives.
Here's how it works. The buyer pays a down payment of 1%, and then Zillow makes an additional contribution of 2% at closing. That is a grant and doesn't need to be paid back.
So even though houses are making more money than you are, the price of entry is being reduced just as fast. But that's only to make the down payment. You still need to make the repayments, and if you can't put 20% down, what hope do you have of making repayments on a house? Well, it's time to learn how money works to find out if the circus really can go on forever. The second way that houses can keep on getting more expensive even when nobody can afford to buy them is...
So I don't want to sit here and just keep letting it run. So let's see when this came out. This was 2 years ago, right here, this video alone. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, that's what's next. There you go. Future of buying a home. Let's see the future of buying a car. Oh, let's see this. Let's see what rich people do.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready?
costs $63,000 on. This truck costs $63,000 on paper. But after 6 years of owning it, do you know how much it actually costs? Over $120,000. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. The wrong decision for your vehicle isn't just a bad call today. It could wreck your finances for years. Right now, the average car payment is over $700 a month. But let's remember to add in gas, insurance, maintenance, registration. You're looking at over $1,000 a month just to drive to work. And a lot of people approach buying their vehicle completely wrong. They're stuck using advice from their grandpa's generation, back when a Honda Civic cost $13,000 and gas was $2 a gallon. Guys, that world does not exist anymore. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the right call. And I'll even break down how rich people approach buying and leasing their vehicles right now. Don't worry, at the end of this video, I've got a special checklist for you.
First of all, I want y'all to know something. Rich people were rich already. They didn't come from where we came from. They be hustling. And then they just kept hustling.
So you can make the right decision for your individual situation. Let's get into it. Let's break this down in plain English. No financial jargon, no car dealership nonsense. Just what you need to know to make a smart decision. First up, buying a car. You own it, you pay cash or you get a loan. Most people choose a loan. The average loan term in the US is about 60 to 72 months or 5 to 6 years. And eventually you own that car outright. Next, leasing a car. You are essentially renting it. Most leases are about 2 to 3 years. You make monthly payments, you're covered under warranty for the most part, and at the end of the lease term, you return the car. The upside is you get a brand new car every few years with the latest features and minimal maintenance headaches, usually no surprise repair bills. So let's walk through what this actually looks like using real vehicles and real numbers. After that, I'll walk you through a complete buy versus lease decision guide, and I'll show you exactly how to figure out what you can afford using a conscious spending plan. I'll link that free download below in the description. Here's a real example. Let's say you have a prime credit score and you want a new Ford F-150. The price for this truck starts at $63,000. And yet a lot of bros watching this video, I'm talking to you, will go into tens of thousands of dollars of debt just to drive it down the block to their office job, like they're hauling timber through the Rockies instead of pulling into a strip mall Chipotle. I know you need it. I need it because once in a while I gotta haul something and I gotta own it because it's all about a truck. Okay, maybe. I don't mind if you want to buy it or maybe you want to lease it, but I want you to run the numbers. So let's start with option A, buying. You put 20% down, that's about $12,600. You finance the rest of it over 72 months at 6.7% APR. That's based on average car interest loan rates right now. That gives you a monthly payment of about $858 a month.
Sorry.
Now let's just say you drive 15,000 miles per year. That means you'll spend about $175 a month on gas. Now keep in mind, the average number of miles driven by Americans is roughly 30,000 miles per year. But I want to keep this very conservative so we can do an apples to apples comparison. Now, let's add on these phantom costs that people don't think about: maintenance and repairs, and insurance and fees. And after 6 years, you do own it. But keep in mind the resale value at this point is maybe $26,700. In total, buying and owning this truck for 6 years and then selling it will cost you $92,624. Read that number again. Throw it up on screen in big old letters. $92,624. Do you see the number of digits? That $63,000 truck ended up costing you almost 1.5 times the sticker price. And please remember, I'm being conservative with my estimates. You're more likely to pay double what you originally thought you were spending. Now, what about leasing? Let's say you still decide to put 20% down, even though some dealerships will let you put 0 down. That means you'll end up paying around $700 a month for 36 months of the lease term. Same costs on gas. Now, because you're leasing, this includes the warranty, which means lower maintenance costs, but the dealership may require increased insurance, and fees can be more expensive, especially if you exceed the 15,000 miles per year. After 3 years, you return the truck and repeat for another 3 years with a new lease. With leasing the same truck back to back, you'll end up spending at least $109,514 after you factor everything in. So what's the 6-year total cost comparison? Now I've simplified and generalized some of these costs, but in this case, buying wins, saving you about $17,000 over leasing. I'm curious, did you guess right? If you're finding this kind of real-world breakdown useful, hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. Next, let's look at an electric vehicle where it can often...
I hope y'all found some of that info useful, to be honest with you. My man's was getting on my nerves because he kept smashing the fact in your face that you need a car to do what you want to do or what you need to do, and you can't afford one because you be making dumb decisions. I don't like that. But I watched him anyway. Anyway, gotta make people feel a little bit better. Well, those who want to feel better, some people need that smash down. Hey, you look dumb. Did you know that? You look dumb. All right. Let's see something that we don't usually buy in a phone. Where's Eli? Oh, you right there, Eli? Y'all can be doing y'all writing and typing. Oh, not typing. Never mind. Because I'm using a computer. What are y'all doing in the meantime? Okay. That's fine. That is fine. I'm not sure, son. Ask your brother.
Old iPhone with a...
Alright, let's check it out.
You might have recently seen this photo on social media. A photo of a man holding an old iPhone with a home button. I decided to dig deeper and find more photos of this man, and I discovered that this is an iPhone 8, and he's had it for quite a long time. But why is this such a big deal? Why am I starting this video with a story like this? It's because this man is Evangelos Marinakis, a 57-year-old Greek businessman with a net worth of $4.9 billion US, and he still uses an iPhone 8 in a world where teenagers are so desperate to buy the latest iPhone 16 Pro Max or the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. Evangelos Marinakis is the owner...
Hold on. You want the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the Samsung AG3572. Huh?
Is this a head start?
What, you writing? Yeah.
Nottingham Forest Football Club and the owner of Olympiakos, the greatest and most popular football club in Greece. He could afford millions of the latest iPhones and millions of the latest Samsungs or Google Pixels, but he chooses not to. But why? Because he knows exactly what he wants from a smartphone. And now I'm going to use this example to tell you something very important about buying a new device. If you're thinking about buying a new phone right now, stop. Don't hit add to cart. Don't walk into the store. Don't fall for that sleek new commercial you just saw. And most importantly, don't get controlled by your desire for the latest trends, because what I'm about to tell you could save you hundreds of dollars and a ton of regret. Right now might be the worst possible time to buy a new phone. Phone companies are tricking you, and sometimes you trick yourself, or maybe your friends affect your choices. Now let me ask you something. Why do you want a new phone? Is your current phone slow? Is it crashing? Is it literally falling apart? Are you just bored, or you're trying to fit in and follow the trend? Be honest, because here's the truth. Most of us don't need new phones, we just think we do. And that's not your fault. It's the result of years of marketing designed to make you feel like your phone is already outdated, even if you just bought it a year ago. Think about it. Apple releases a new iPhone every September. Samsung drops flagships like clockwork in January or February. But if you compare last year's model to the new one, you'll see this. The design is basically the same. The camera is slightly better, mostly in low light. The chip is a little faster, but you'll barely notice. And they slap on 1 or 2 AI features that they claim are game-changing. But when it comes to day-to-day usage, you won't even feel the difference. Your Instagram still loads, your messages still send, your battery still gets you through the day. So why spend over $1,000 for a phone? It's because they've convinced you that new means better. But in reality, it often just means more expensive. Whenever a new phone gets released, they try to throw specs at your face. Now with 200 megapixels, upgraded 4nm chip, 240Hz refresh rate. Yeah, all these sound impressive, But ask yourself, do you actually need it? Remember this question, what do you want from a phone? 200 megapixel cameras? That's marketing fluff. The sensor is pixel binning those images down to 12 megapixels anyway. You're not printing billboards, you're just posting on Instagram and having a good time. You can just buy yourself a dedicated camera if you're into photography or video making. 240 Hz refresh rate? Gamers like me definitely care, but 90% of people can't tell the difference beyond 120 Hz. That's why users of iPhones from iPhone 12 below are still very proud. They don't even notice the difference on their 60 Hz screens, it's mostly just a number. And as a normal user, there's definitely no need to spend extra hundreds of dollars just for a 240 Hz screen. This is what these companies are doing. They're flooding you with numbers and tech jargon to make you feel like you're missing out. But in reality, your current phone is probably 80 to 90% as capable as the newest flagship. You're just being sold a feeling, not a real upgrade. Mid-range phones are great. I'm talking about phones like the Google Pixel 8a, Samsung Galaxy A55, Nothing Phone 2a, OnePlus Nord 3, iPhone SE, and others. These phones cost around $350 to $500, and guess what? They do 90% of what a $1,200 flagship does. The camera? Still great. Performance? Fast enough. Battery life? Sometimes even better than the flagship. And the best part is that they often get the same software updates, the same security patches, and in the case of Google, 7 years of Android updates. So ask yourself this, why pay 3 times the price for 10% more performance? You're not paying for a better phone, you're paying for the illusion of premium. Now here's something most people don't think about. When you buy matters just as much as what you buy. If you're watching this and thinking about upgrading, here's the golden rule. Never buy a phone right before a major launch. For example, Apple announces new iPhones every September, so buying in July or August is a bad idea. Samsung drops new Galaxies in January and foldables in August. Google Pixels usually drop in October. Why does this matter? Because when new phones drop, the previous gen models crash in price, like clockwork. So if you wait just a few weeks or even buy last year's model, you can save hundreds without missing much at all. If you're not obsessed with having the latest device, buy phones 3 to 6 months after launch. You'll get discounts, bug fixes, and the same hardware. Smartphones today are like laptops in 2015. They've gotten so powerful, so capable, that most people don't need the newest version every year. We've hit diminishing returns and we're not getting massive leaps anymore. We're just getting baby steps. And those steps come with hefty price tags. So before you spend $1,000 or more on a phone that barely improves your daily life, take a step back and ask yourself if this is an actual need or this is just marketing. Now, here's something you should always remember. If a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra gets released, it's not necessarily meant for those using the Galaxy S24 to upgrade. And if an iPhone 17 gets released, it's not necessarily meant for users of iPhone 16 to upgrade. You could upgrade if you're using a way older phone, maybe 3 or 4 years behind. But jumping to new phones every year just to stay relevant and seem up to date among your peers is a sign that you might be in the line of people who don't know what they need from a smartphone. That's it for this video.
There you go. So, I don't know what y'all use y'all phones for. I don't know what y'all be doing. I was just trying to show y'all the future of a couple things that we do and still have all the time. All right, hold on. Let's do something more fun than this. We done been real strong and heavy on the numbers and your money and in your pocket. So we're going to get about your pocket for a little second. All right. This is still Fun Fact Friday, so. So let's go. Hold on, we got to get one that we can actually watch because I don't want to just be. Okay, come on, let's go. Y'all said fascinating. I'm gonna be the judge of that.
Hey guys, I'm Aaron and welcome to Aaron Plays Fun Fact.
Look at my boy, he got 6 likes and he got 7.
In each episode, we're gonna invite our friends to ask Aaron fun facts they really want to know. Let's take a look at today's Ask Aaron video.
Hello, my name is Irina. I live in Ukraine. I spent 5 years in Beijing. Such a way I know Aaron, and now I'm happy to follow his interesting videos, and I love all the topics you choose. So Aaron, I got really curious about one of your topics. It's about future, what future gonna bring for us. So I will be happy to listen more about it and have inspiration and many great topics ahead. Bye bye.
Thanks, Arena. The future ahead of us is very fascinating. Want to know what's cool that's gonna happen? Let's find out. Fact number 1. Have you ever wanted to read your friend's mind? With the invention of synthetic telepathy, which allows you to transmit certain thought patterns, you will surely know how your friends really feel about you. Maybe you don't really want to find out. Fact number 2. Have you ever wanted to have a cool tattoo but scared of needles? Skin-mounted thermal displays will turn your forearm into a TV screen so you can check your email or display cool animated tattoos. And hey, you can even change it every day. Fact number 3. Nobody likes cockroaches, but one day we'll thank them. Remote-controlled cockroaches will be able to crawl inside rubble to search for earthquake victims. Fact number 4. If you're still struggling about what to cook 3 times a day, you will be rest assured soon in the future. Kitchens will have tiny food factories that print your favorite meals right on the plate. Fact number 5. Have you ever watched an awesome movie and you wish you can watch it twice? You will have to watch twice, because movies shown in 3D holo theaters will be worth watching twice, so you can catch the action from different angles. Fact number 6. Smart home devices already started to play a role in our modern homes. Tomorrow's smart houses will check the weather for more efficient heating and cooling. What's more, the houses will grow like a tree, with a roof that captures sunlight for energy and walls that heal like bark when scratched. Fact number 7. The prospect of auto accidents in the sky is so scary that we probably won't see flying cars for a long time. But cities will create lanes for speedy personal transportation vehicles such as motorized chairs and electric hoverboards. Fact number 8. Ladies are taking forever to choose a dress from their closet. Soon your closet will contain just one all-purpose nanofiber outfit that changes shape
where we gonna
and
be
color.
living at?
But
where we supposed to be living at then, lil' bruh? Where we supposed to be living at, lil' bruh? Cause this is, I didn't expect this video to be like this. That's all I'm saying. I expected it to be more chill than that. He said we gonna all have one piece of clothes. Our house gonna be a tree, and what was the other? And we gonna have a screen on your skin to check your email. That's my boy.
wait a second, won't they still take forever to choose what style it is and what color it is? I guess we'll have the same problem anyways. Fact number 9. In about 30 years, some robots will have real brains, grown from human brain cells. Some scientists believe that in about 20 years, a computer's artificial intelligence may exceed a human's. Fact number 10. Worried that we're eating too much junk food? In the future, when you splurge on candy bars, you can swallow a NutriBot pill with microscopic robots that zaps the junk out of your junk food. We'll all enjoy the flavor of the food, but stress-free from the guilt. I can't wait for the future to happen, but as we all know, if we all just sit there and wait, nothing's gonna happen. We have to all be a part of it. If you guys like this video, be sure to hit a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, leave a comment down below of who you...
It was alright. He got 9,000 subscribers. All I'm gonna say to you is that best believe some people are already living like that. Now moving on. Oh, what else y'all want to see? Okay, hold on. There we go. This one will get y'all something good. I like to listen to these. Say basketball. All right.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by...
Time evolves and comes to a place where it renews again. There is first a purification time, then there's renewal time. We are getting very close to this time now. We were told that we would see America come and go. And in a sense, America is dying from within because they forgot the instructions on how to live on Earth. Everything is coming to a time where prophecy and man's inability to live on earth in a spiritual way will come to a crossroad of great problems. It's the Hopi belief, it's our belief that if you're not spiritually connected to the earth and understand the spiritual reality of how to live on earth, it's likely you will not make it. When Columbus came, that began what we term as the First World War. That was the true First World War when Columbus arrived. Because along with him came everybody from Europe. By the end of the Second World War, we were, in America, we were only 800,000. From 60 million to 800,000. So we were almost exterminated here in America. Everything is spiritual. Everything has a spirit. Everything was brought to you by the Creator, the one Creator. Some people call him God, some people call him Buddha, some people call him Allah, some people call him other names. We call him Tonkashila, grandfather. We're here on Earth only a few winters. Then we go to the spirit world. The spirit world is more real than most of us believe. The spirit world is everything. Over 95% of our body is water. And in order to stay healthy, you got to drink good water. When the European first came here, Columbus, we could drink out of any river. If the Europeans had lived the Indian way when they came, we'd still be drinking out of water because the water is sacred. The air is sacred. Our DNA is made of the same DNA as the tree. The tree breathes what we exhale. When the tree exhales, we need what the tree exhales. So we have a common destiny with the tree. We are all from the earth. And when the earth, the water, the atmosphere is corrupted, then it will create its own reaction. Mother is reacting. In the Hopi prophecy, they say the storms and floods will become greater. To me, it's not a negative thing to know that there will be great changes. It's not negative. It's evolution. When you look at it as evolution, it's time. Nothing stays the same.
Sedan Darwin skrev sitt berömda verk om arternas uppkomst har vetenskapen varit övertygad om att människan härstammar från aporna.
We always say, that might be your ancestor, but it's not our ancestor. He is a relative, but not our ancestor. You should learn how to plant something. That's the first connection. You should treat all things as spirit. Realize that we are one family. It's never something like the end. Just like life, there is no end to life.
All right, son. Now, I played that for a reason. As we come up on the last, 2 minutes of the show. I appreciate y'all for chilling with me this week. I had to end it over there on Dan F. Man channel because it ain't running smooth anyway. But I appreciate y'all kicking it with me this week. I played that because that's the future. We going forward, and you have to find something internally to help you through these times. Now, there will not be any episodes. We do this bi-weekly, so if you enjoyed this, make sure that you go back, check out the clips, you follow, you sub, you do everything that you can to make sure that you in here the next time we go live. I will be back, not next week, but the week after that. We'll be back fresh, straight up. And also, brand new stream coming up on the 16th of August, so y'all stay tuned for that. Marathon. We're going to run it up for that. Do some school shopping. Get ready for the school year, open houses, and all of that good stuff. How about you? Why don't you hold your questions? Why you just be asking questions? Hold your questions. Let me finish this outro. All right. Now, I'll see y'all later on. Let me get a song queued up. Remember, there will be, like I said, if you enjoyed this and you want to return, there will not be a show next week, but there will be shows the following week. You know what it is. Mindful Monday, Tech Tuesday, Tech Tuesday, Finding Our Way Wednesday, Healthy Mental Thursday, and, of course, Fun Fact Friday. So get your suggestions in, get your topics in if you like sitting and hearing me talk about stuff. Also, go like them clips, share them clips, repost them clips so other people can laugh and enjoy them clips. If not, just keep them to yourself, gatekeep them, do everything you can, but watch it. All right, so I'm going to get up out of here for the week. This has been a great week. Y'all can say it with me now. This is BGTA TV. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.
Text your lyrical, be growing till the morning sun up. I ain't gonna lie, you got me stuck in possession of love. The way you pop it like a drop it, and you're moving your butt. I'm in a daze, can't even count up all the ways. Trying to focus and maintain. But baby, you got me, and I got you. Dancing like soul train, busting the moon, cutting the road till the music for loose. All that I think about is dancing with you. It's something about your body, so sexy, it's erotic. And the things that you're hypnotic. I'm dancing in this party. And the way that you move, I wanna hit this party and dance with you. And I think about you and the way that you move. There's something about your body when I dance with you.
Yo, I need my baby when I go out late on a good day. When I look at you, I think your dancing flow like a great lake. We move and sing together. iTunes flowing right with the music whenever we move. Pick it up, drop it. You got me stuck like I'm stopping. I'm picking it up. I feel your vibes hypnotic. I'm hypnotized. This party made me realize songs along when we vibe. Your body is dynamite. I'm having such a good time. I like your urgency when you be flirting with me. You make me feel like I'm gliding. I don't need no parachute. I'm falling for you. I believe the dance will change the mood. Let's see what this party gonna do. The way you making me feel, it's like my dreams become real. I'm loving the way you take me down. I can't control this. It's still no. I hit the dance floor, grab your body and dip low. Lose control when we out in the dance floor.
And the way that you move,
come on.
I wanna hit this party and dance with you. When I think about you,
come on.
And the way that you move,
and the way that you move.
there's something about your body when I dance with you. When I think about you,
come on.
And the way that you move, I wanna hit this party and dance with you. When I think about you and the way that you groove, there's something about your body when I dance with you.
Yeah.
When you move, dance with you. When you groove,
I hit the dance floor, grab your body and dip low. Lose control when we
when